Hey guys, and welcome back, as this week I'm going to be taking a look at a toy line that some say is from the planet Eternia's distant past, Blackstar. Blackstar is a 1981 cartoon series from Filmation Studios. The series originally aired on CBS's Saturday morning Starcade lineup from September 12th through December 5th of 1981, with a total of 13 episodes and only lasting for one season before being cancelled.
John Blackstar, astronaut. Is swept through a black hole into an ancient alien universe. Trapped on the planet Sagar, Blackstar is rescued by the tiny Trobbit people. In turn, he joins their fight for freedom against the cruel Overlord. Who rules by the might of the Power Star. The Power Star is split into the Power Sword and the Star Sword. And so, with Star Sword in hand, Blackstar, together with his allies, sets out to save the planet Sagar. This is his destiny. I am John Blackstar.
The series centered around John Blackstar, an astronaut from Earth who gets lost in outer space and trapped on the ancient planet of Sagar. He vows to protect the peaceful Trobbit people from the cruel Overlord and his minions, Neptune and Vizier, together with the Star Sword and the help of his two friends Mara and Clone, to stop the evil Overlord from combining the two halves of the Power Star together and ruling the peaceful planet of Sagar. Now, since Blackstar was released 1 year before He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, most people think that's where the inspiration for He-Man comes from, and that Sagar was a part of Eternia's distant past. Whether or not that's true, there is an Easter egg in the He-Man episode Temple of the Sun, where you can clearly see a gold statue of John Blackstar holding up the Star Sword on the far left side of the room. The series would later be released on VHS in France, where it saw much more popularity than it did in the United States. By Christmas of 1983, Filmation struck a licensing deal with toy manufacturer Galoob, and a full line of action figures, vehicles, and playsets were released.
It's new for your kids.
Laser lights, it's Blackstar.
Defender of right, he's ready to fight the evil Overlord.
Laser lights,
The Ice Castle is a mysterious place. He might meet the Lava Lock face to face.
laser lights, it's Blackstar.
From Galoob.
You had your regular villains and heroes that came in two series, either basic or the laser lights figures that had a sparking flint that lit up in the center of the chest when turned. Each figure came with either its own alien demon or heroic Trobbit and different glow-in-the-dark weapons. There were also larger creatures and vehicles too, like John Blackstar's mount, the Warlock, and even the spaceship he originally flew in before landing on Sagar. There was only one playset produced, the evil Overlord's Ice Castle, complete with throne room and working gun tower. The toy line ran for 2 years until being discontinued in 1984. However, in France, the line saw much more success, including a full-length comic book was released, and a board game featuring all of the show's characters, neither of which made it to the United States. However, there was a 3D board game released in the States that looks much cooler in my opinion. Blackstar was an interesting toy line, but unfortunately a failed one, trying to ride the wave of Dungeons & Dragons popularity that just didn't have the appeal it once did. By the end of 1984, there were no talks of syndication of licensing for products in any markets, and the series all but faded into obscurity, only remembered by die-hard fans of the series and Masters of the Universe.
Alright guys, let's take a look at some of the Blackstar action figures that I have in my collection. Now this is one of my probably third or fourth, fifth favorite toy lines to collect for. I only say that because I know I got so many things, it's hard to always say what's your favorite. But I always like to think of Blackstar as the predecessor to He-Man. And He-Man's my all-time favorite series to collect for, and I love Blackstar, but some of the faces and the molds on the figures, they just look weird, so I always like the Motu style better, but I still really like these figures and definitely can appreciate them. As you can see here, I have quite a wide selection of the figures with their alien demons as well, and a lot of accessories and stuff, so this is a really fun line to collect for, and let's just go through all the figures that I have here one by one. Alright, so first on the far left here we have, this is Gargo the Vampire, and I believe he would have came with a little green mini demon, or alien demon I believe they were called, but a lot of these were interchangeable, and I think the colors weren't always definitely like the same color demon with each figure. Now, one thing that's really cool about these figures is you can see here on his right arm, he has a little dagger on the side. Don't know if you guys can see that there. And now, most of these figures, they came with glow-in-the-dark accessories and weapons, which how cool is that? And you can see there's a lot of great detail on this figure. He's got this green tunic with a red belt and the star, of course, in the center. And got this crazy demon vampire face. I love his bright orange. Orange is my favorite color, so he's cool. I think he's a cool looking figure. And a lot of good details in the face there with the fangs and everything. Let's bring him in a little bit closer, get a better look at him. And yeah, just look at that. You don't want to meet him. You know, he'll definitely put a puncture in your neck and drink your blood. And the ears are really cool, and I like how it even has the like the bat wings on the back, which a lot of these they're removable. A lot of them had that. They had that peg on the back, so you can take that off. If you know, you can pretend like he transformed from a bat to like his regular, you know, demon bad guy form. Ah, darn it! Go back in there. Come on. There we go. Alright. And yeah, I just really like, especially the glow-in-the-dark weapons and stuff. They're really cool. And then this is his little alien demon. And these guys remind me of gargoyles, don't they? Especially just the way the whole face is. I wonder if that's where Disney got the idea from gargoyles and they kind of took a page out of Blackstar's book. But really nice. Very cool. And now one thing you'll notice different from a lot of my other figures is he doesn't have a clear emblem on his chest. And that's because he was what was called the basic series. You had the Blackstar Laser Lights figures, and then you just had your regular basic series of figures. So there we go. There's Gargo the Vampire. Let's put him back to Transylvania with you, or wherever you came from. Alright. And next we got the Lava Lock, or Loke. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. But he's cool, isn't he? Check him out. He kind of looks like a rock lord or something. Like the way he's all like really blocky and stuff. And he's got this big giant mace. So there's no bones about him. Just beats people over the head with a mace. And even like his little alien guy. Check out this little creepy guy. Looks like something out of Dungeons and Dragons. Like, he's got his tunic with the metal guards up there and the green and yellow color and that gruesome face. So really cool. I like him a lot. He's one of my favorites. And then he's got, which is so weird for this series, like he's got like bullets and a missile on his chest. Like, what the heck? Like, this is like, you know, ancient Eternia or whatever, and like, why does he have a missile? Like, were they using rocket launchers? I'm so confused. So he's kind of like a dinosaur, as you can see here, and now he's missing a few things. The bandolier would have went back around the rest of his body there, but I really like the red color scheme, and he is one of the ones that will light up. Now, I don't know if you'll be able to see or not here, but his head is totally clear. Let's see. Yep, he's making the noise, but... oh, there it goes. You can see it just a little bit. I mean, these things are, 35 years old. There's Not much spark in him left. But very cool. Really cool bad guy. Alright, let's put him back over here so he doesn't go loco. And then we have Cadre. And he's one of the evil palace guards to the evil Overlord, like his right-hand man. It's kind of like his Skeletor's Trapjaw, I guess you could say. He's like, he's like his right-hand man, right-hand goon. And he would have a helmet. He doesn't have his accessories and everything, but still looks pretty cool. I mean, his face is definitely weird. Look at that weird face with like the mohawk and stuff. It's gruesome. Probably my least favorite out of all of the figures. Just very boring. Not much going on. Even with his accessories, he's still boring. And his flint is totally spent, but still pretty neat, and probably would be a little bit more interesting if I had more of his accessories. Alright, and of course, now the main attraction. Here we go. I am John Blackstar. And he's like a combination. He looks kind of like Conan the Barbarian or something. Like, he's just so many different figures and themes combined. Like a little bit of Tarzan you can kind of see in him. He has like the power gem necklace. He's got the Star Sword. He's got the black hair, brown boots, and the loincloth. Very plain, but he still looks really good. Just your typical, hero. And I think his spark might work. Let's give that a try here. Let's see if we can get him to spark. Ah, there we go. Laser light power. Isn't that cool? I don't want to do it too much because it'll wear it down. And then, yeah, look at that sword. Isn't that neat? That's so unique. So you can tell this is really such a different style than, Masters of the Universe. Like, their swords are so much more cartoony, and this kind of looks like the older Dungeons and Dragons style of, I don't know, they just, like, the weapons and stuff look more mythological, and, like, they're much more cartoony in He-Man. But really cool. A very underrated figure and hero. Alright, and now this guy's one of my favorite baddies. This is Neptune, and he's really cool. I would like to imagine him and, like, Namor or, like, Aquaman would, like, meet and, like, get into a fight. And you can obviously see why. He's got this cool big trident. He's got this big glow-in-the-dark shield. And he's this, green-looking lizard, like Aquaman. Like, imagine like he rules the seas or something, with a name like Neptune. And he's got the yellow shield and the green armored loincloth. And now his little alien demon, this actually goes with another figure. This would go with Muton. But I don't have him, and he's kind of cute looking, actually. I mean, like, he's ugly, but it's like I almost imagine him, aside from like the Trollets, or the little Trobbits that John Blackstar protects. He kind of looks like a good guy. I mean, he looks a little bad, but he looks like that typical snarf kind of orco, the wacky, goofy figure that hangs out with the main character. So he's pretty neat. But yeah, this guy's got a lot of really cool features, a lot of cool accessories, and these things, you should really see them in the dark when they glow. They just look great. Let's see if we can get his little light up feature to work here too. Oh, look at that, first time. Yeah, his flint is still really good, and I hope to keep it that way. Alright, but yeah, very cool. So many accessories. Really cool figure. And then last but certainly not least, we have Tango. Tango, tango, come dance the tango. It's like the first thing that I think when I hear that weird name. He's got like bongos or something. But he's really cool. He's like a panther or like a cat. Distant cousin to Beastman, I guess. And first thing you really notice about him is the real bright yellow color scheme. He's got the silver chest piece, and again, this is one of the basic series, so there's no flint on the back for him to light up or anything. He's got the orange and red loincloth, the green eyes, those bright white fangs. Very, very cool. And then on the back, he would have had a peg too, so I don't know if he would have had the same wings as Gargo, but he would have had something that would have gone on the back. I'm just not sure where or what that would be. But a really cool looking figure. And then he has one of the basic alien demons, little green guy. He was actually in rough shape before I filmed this, so he got all cleaned up and everything. But really cool. I mean, I like the basic ones almost as much as I like the laser light ones. They look neat the way they're painted. They kind of look like they're like a knockoff figure, but they're not. They're really cool. Alright, Tongo, back to the Congo. To drum on your bongos. And alright guys, well that's gonna do it. You know, these are my 6 figures and 4 alien demons that I have in my Blackstar collection. Like I said, it's a really, really cool line. The cartoon it's honestly a little boring. I've seen some episodes. I definitely recommend checking it out. But the line, if you're into He-Man and Masters of the Universe and anything that, you know, looks like the ripped up Masters of the Universe figures, I really recommend, you know, trying to track some of these guys down. They can be a little expensive with the weapons, but honestly, it's not a series that's really highly collected, so you can still find them pretty cheaply. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this week's edition of Toy Review Thursday. Hope you enjoyed taking a look at the Blackstar series with me today, and I'll see you back here next week. Take care, guys.
Hey guys, if you liked the video that you just watched, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below, and you can follow me at Facebook at King of Retro or Twitter at #8ByteBrian. See you next time!